Hi, my name is Marvin Salcido, and I'm the owner of Salcido Lawn here in Tyler, Texas. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about me and my company and what has got us to where we are today. So 2016 sucked. At the beginning of the year, my wife and I were on the brink of divorce. To top that off, I was going through a massive bout of depression. I didn't want to get out of bed in the morning. When I did get up, I didn't want to play with my kids. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't even want to do nothing. So my wife and I, we knew that this couldn't go on, and we sat down one day and we talked it through. We talked through the depression, we talked through our marriage and everything that was going on, and we were able to work through our problems. The depression on the other end was a little bit harder. I had to do a lot of prayer, talked with some people about what was going on, and I was finally able to work through that. But that left my business career, and I just was not happy with my professional career and where it was headed. And I really needed to make a change. Towards the end of August, is actually the last day of August in 2016, I approached my business partner at the time and I asked him to buy me out. The crazy thing was, that night, my wife went into labor with our third baby. Fast forward 28 hours, she's still in labor, and we're talking with the midwife. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning, and the midwife says that even though everything appeared to be okay, something wasn't right. We needed to go to the doctor. So we loaded up everything. We headed to the emergency room, which was just down the street. And as soon as we got there, they immediately started rushing her in and prepping her for an emergency C-section. So within probably a matter of 20 minutes, they delivered our beautiful baby girl. And they rushed my daughter and I out of the room, and they proceeded to work on my wife for about another hour. Well, I didn't realize how serious things were at the time, but I found out later that my wife's uterus had ruptured during delivery, and she actually had to go through, over the next week, she had to go through 4 really major surgeries in order to correct everything that was wrong. And spent about 2.5 days in ICU, spent a full week in the hospital. 2 days after my daughter was born, they actually released her to me, absolutely healthy, beautiful baby girl. And my wife and I were going to name her Meredith, but after everything that had gone on, my wife and I decided that a more fitting name was Mireia. And Mireia is French for miracle. Because come to find out, the doctor told me that had I brought my wife and my baby, or brought my wife in 20 minutes later, I would have lost both her and the baby because my wife was bleeding out. So a week later, my wife was able to go home from the hospital. She has since made a full recovery, and life is good. 3 weeks after that, I exited my old company, and I started over with Salcido Lawn. With Salcido Lawn, I began my company with about $150,000 a year worth of business. And I began to grow from there. I took everything that I was learning in the academy, and I would rewatch the sessions and implement what I was learning in them. And I began to watch my business grow and grow and grow to now, at the end of this year, we're going to close this year out more than double from what we began the year. And life is good. It's been an amazing ride. I've had so much fun going back through and just implementing everything that we're learning. To me, I used to hate my job. Now, I love my life. I love going home at night and seeing my kids and hearing them say, "Daddy, Daddy," when I run in the door. It is the most amazing feeling. This year, it's had its struggles. Take, for instance, 2.5 weeks ago, our main truck, the motor blew on me. So I had to have the motor rebuilt. Took them 2.5 weeks. It should have taken a couple of days because we actually ordered a full motor in, and all I had to do was swap it out. Well, they sent the wrong motor twice. So we finally got the right motor in. During that time, while that truck was broke down, I put them in my truck. The guys are running around with the truck and trailer, and my transmission goes out on my truck. And we're gonna cash flow through this, and it's not gonna be anything more than a bad memory, here in a couple of weeks. But I'm so glad that I've been implementing and doing everything that I've learned in the academy, because I'm making money. We're making a profit. I just wanted to give a special thank you to Andrew and Jonathan for everything that you've taught me in the academy, and for all my fellow academy members out there that have been there, that have lended a listening ear. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are amazing. Y'all have been there with me and helped me through so much over the last year. And I'm looking forward to what 2018 is going to bring. Because yes, 2017 was an awesome year, but I think 2018 is going to be amazing. And I'm really looking forward to this upcoming year, because you know what? Life is good, baby.
Can't stop the feeling. Got this feeling in my body. Come on. Oh. Yeah. I can't stop the. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I can't stop the.